One rhinestone at a time. Stories being shared and the laughter's loud. Giving group pics, yeah, we're feeling so proud. Talking about the bling and the boys we chose. A night of memories and art to take home. Bling and Bond, we party face to face. Bling and Bond, party in virtual space. Fun and so easy, something new to do. Everything that you needed delivered right to you. Bling and Bond.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is at this very moment. Thank you for taking a few moments to learn more about hosting a Bling and Bond party. However you found your way here, I'm glad that you did. This info session is to guide you through the experience of hosting a Bling and Bond party. I'll explain how the booking works. I'll explain what's included in your booking. And also, if you have any questions after viewing this session, shoot them over to hello@blingandbond.com. Again, that's hello@blingandbond.com. If you have any questions, or if you just need a little more clarity on something that is presented. So this session will only be maybe about maybe 30 minutes of your time. And again, it's to give you as much information as possible prior to you choosing your date and hosting a bling party with your family and friends. So let's get this going. What is Bling and Bond? What we do. So for those of you who may be newer to Bling and Bond, Bling and Bond is a creative experience brand centered around rhinestone art parties known as Bling Parties. We create fun guided sessions where guests embellish their pre-selected canvases using rhinestones. There is no artistic background required. There's no pressure, no intimidation. It's designed to be relaxing, social, and really just a good time. And what makes Bling and Bond so special is that it's not just about crafting or decorating. It's about the experience. It's about creating a space where people can slow down, laugh, connect, and leave with something that they are genuinely proud of, or at least that we hope that you are proud of. We offer both in-person and virtual Bling parties, which means this experience can happen in your living room, at a venue of your choosing, at your office, or with guests joining from different cities. At the heart of it all, Bling and Bond is about three things: creating, relaxing, and connecting. The bling is the activity, but the memories are the real takeaway. So let's talk about the actual experience. A Bling party is a guided social creative session where guests embellish a pre-designed canvas using rhinestones. It's structured within a time frame, but it feels relaxed. It's creative, but never overwhelming. Guests don't need to be artistic. They don't need crafting experience. They don't need to know what they're doing. And I have air quotes going on here, but everything is designed so that anyone can sit down, enjoy the process, and create something beautiful. Guests are guided step by step through the bling process at the beginning of each session. The atmosphere is fun, conversational, and honestly very therapeutic. Some people enjoy the creativity, others enjoy the social vibe, some just enjoy doing something different. You know, one of my favorite parts is watching guests who say, "I'm not creative." To watch them completely light up by the end of a session, holding their finished piece, holding something that they created with their own hands that they love. So a bling party, it's not a class. It's not a workshop. A bling party is an experience. It doesn't matter what the occasion is, there isn't just one type of event that a bling party works for. Bling parties are perfect for any occasion: a girls' night, a birthday celebration, mommy and me gatherings, women's fellowship events, a team or staff appreciation, bridal showers, family gatherings, even just get togethers, just because. Honestly, any time people are coming together, you want something more memorable, and a bling party fits right in. Some hosts want high energy celebration vibes. Some want cozy, relaxed, a wine and bling type energy. And others just want connecting moments with their girlfriends. There is no single mold. There is no, my event is too large or too small, because you can have a mixed group or mixed size group depending on what your event is. And, if you're thinking, well, my community or my group has multiple ages, that's perfect as well, because Bling and Bond is great for groups that are mixed ages. If people can sit, laugh, chat, and enjoy creating something together, it is a perfect fit. Bling parties meet your gathering where it already is, and we just add a little sparkle to it. So let's talk about the format, because this is something many people are curious about. Bling and Bond offers both in-person and virtual Bling Party experiences. For in-person parties, which would be facilitated by a specialist, we come to you or to your selected venue with your kids. This could be your home, a rented space, a hotel meeting room, your office, or wherever you are gathering. We bring the Bling experience into your environment. You also have the option to host an in-person party without an event specialist. For in-person parties without a specialist, we ship all of the kids directly to you, the host. We still provide concierge services. As your guests are RSVPing and ordering their kits, we keep you up to date with who has selected their kits and officially signed up for your party. We walk you through the instructions to facilitate your event, either through a video session, so you don't have to figure it out on the spot with your guests. You would then, and again, we're referring to an in-person party without a specialist. You would then facilitate the event with the instructions that have been provided. Not only will we review those instructions with you via video, each kit comes with written instructions in it as well. And for virtual parties, the experience comes to you a little bit differently. Bling kits are prepared and shipped directly to each guest. Access information is sent out via text and email for everyone to join together online for a guided session with a Bling and Bond event specialist. Guests can participate from different cities, different states, and of course, different time zones. Both formats are fun. Both formats are interactive, and both formats keep the same creative social energy. So choosing between the two, usually it just comes down to your personal preference. Do you want everyone physically together in one space, or do you want the convenience and the flexibility of guests joining from anywhere? And of course, we help guide you through whichever option fits best as your guests are gathering. There's no stress. I'm getting tongue tied here. There's no stress either way. Just sparkle, creativity, and a great experience. So how booking works. Once you decide that you'd like to host a Bling party, the next step is securing your date. You'll select an available date using our booking calendar and submit a $100 retainer fee. That retainer reserves your party date and activates your concierge service. From there, we begin preparing for your experience. The key thing to remember is this: your Bling party is not considered confirmed until the retainer is submitted. Dates are reserved on a first come, first served basis. So once a spot is taken, that is officially held for that particular host. The process is designed to be easy, straightforward, and stress-free. Choose your date and time, secure it with a retainer, and then we take it from there. So I'd like to just break down that $100 retainer. This retainer is what officially secures your party date, but it also activates several things designed to make hosting feel easy and supported. First, your custom digital evite is produced based on the information you submit on the form. We design a personalized invitation specifically for your party. It includes your event details and it's ready for you to send to your guests by text, email, or social media. Next is the concierge RSVP support. As your guests respond to the evite, we help manage the RSVP flow. We keep you informed as to which guests have officially booked for your event. And finally, it includes, with option one, it includes your bling kit for the party as indicated on your booking form. So when you're completing the form, there will be a section there that says the kit that you would like to complete as you are hosting your party. This retainer isn't just holding a date, it's putting the entire support process into motion. It allows you to focus on inviting your guests and enjoying the experience while we handle the behind the scenes details. So let's talk about your role because this is where many people kind of breathe a sigh of relief. As a host, your responsibilities are refreshingly simple. If it's an in person party, you secure your location. It could be, as we kind of mentioned before, your home, a girlfriend's home, your church fellowship hall, restaurant, hotel, meeting room. If it's summertime, you may want to do something outdoors, maybe in your backyard, but whatever the location that can comfortably hold the number of guests that you expect. You invite your guest by sharing your custom evite and everything that they need to know, including the instructions on how to order their kit, it is included. And after that, you show up and enjoy the experience. That's it. If you opt to provide, and I say this to all hosts, if you opt to provide refreshments, make sure that you keep the refreshments light. Typically typically the ladies, once they start blinging, they don't stop to eat. So what happens is many hosts find themselves trying to find containers and things for their guests to take food and things home with them because guests typically don't stop for a full meal. If there's a charcuterie tray or snacks, cupcakes and small things like that, they'll nibble while they bling, but it needs to be something small so they can continue working because that's, again, once they start blinging, that's really where their focus are. So bling parties are designed to feel like an experience you participate in, not an event that you as a host has to work. Your main focus is gathering your people and setting the tone for a fun and relaxed environment. So our role, while you focus on inviting and enjoying, here's what we do. And some of this is a little repetitive, but I just wanted to make sure that I clarified. Again, we create your evite. We support the RSVP flow. Of course, we prepare your kits. And based on your selection, we facilitate the bling experience. From guidance to guest flow to the creative session itself, we're there to support the event so everything feels seamless. This is very much a partnership, but the majority of the heavy lifting is really on our side. So the guest experience, there are three options, and the three options really is based on how you as the host set your event up. So option number one, guests select, customize, and order their kits according to the instructions that are on the invitation. Kits are delivered to the host for an in-person party, and they are delivered to each individual guest for virtual parties. Again, no artistic skill is required. There's no pressure. There's no awkward, I'm not creative moments. The vibe is relaxed, social, creative, and full of conversation, laughter, and those, oh, wow, look at your reactions. Everyone leaves with a finished piece that they created themselves. With option number 2, you may have a specific theme that you like all of your guests to select their boards within. So in that case, we'll create a special event page, right? And you would select up to 6 kit options, and each guest would select from the featured designs that you have curated for your event, and then there would be individual checkout. And if you look at the small screen inside, you'll see kind of an example of what that custom event page would look like. It would have the description of the event. Oh, and I should not have hovered over it. Let me see if I can start it again. Yeah, it has the description of the event, the individual kits that you selected for the event, and then again, it's individual checkout. So the guest can still go through and customize their kit and then pay for it at the end, which is very similar to option 1. Again, the difference between option 1 and 2 is option 1, the guests are just going directly to the shop, ordering their kits and letting us know which party it's for. Option number 2, you have set up a custom page for your event with a description, and you've selected 6 kits or up to 6 kits for your guests to choose from, and they are still, in fact, paying for their own kits. And this is ideal for a beautifully created, cohesive event experience while still allowing each guest the freedom to choose the design that feels personal to them. Option number 3, we've had individuals in the past who would select and prepay for all of their guest kits. And with this option, again, we would set up and create a custom event page for your event. You, as the host, would select and prepay for the desired number or the desired quantity of kits in advance. And then guests who register to attend your event, they would just come in and they still have the opportunity to select and personalize the kits based on the 6 that you've chosen. And that way we would know for your event how many of each particular kit has been selected. And then we can mark it for that guest, for that individual guest. And there is no individual checkout with this option, of course, because you've already prepaid for all of your kits. And over the years, we've had many testimonials as to what a Bling and Bond experience is like. And of course, you can always go to our Facebook or Instagram pages, which is at blingandbonds.com on both platforms, and just kind of review some of the things that our previous hosts and our previous guests have said about their experience. So, how to book? If you're ready to move forward, booking is very simple. You would visit blingandbond.com. You would click host a party. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm along with this slide so you could kind of see what's happening. You would select your event specialist. And in the event that you do not have an event specialist, you would click Yatara to List and select book now. And then, of course, you would select your day and your time. And then afterwards, you would complete the form. And again, that form is letting us know your theme, any colors that you'd prefer for your event, your venue address, all of the things that we would need to know to put on your flyer, your evite for your guests. You would submit all of that information there. And then, of course, you would secure your date with payment. and the team would take it from there. And of course, once all of your information is in, once that date has been secured with payment, your event specialist will be in constant communication with you, of course, to make sure that all of the information is correct on your evite, to communicate with you as it relates to which guests have RSVP'd for your event, and of course, to answer any questions that you may have as your event date approaches. So again, if you have any questions regarding what has been stated, if you need additional clarity on something that has been said, or if you just have general questions, maybe something that you heard sparked another question, just shoot us an email to hello@blingandbond.com. Let us know that you've watched the Bling Party presentation and let us know what your question is, and someone from the team will respond within 48 business hours, and we'd be happy to answer whatever questions you may have and provide any additional clarity as needed. So thank you again for your time. We look forward to blinging and bonding with you soon.